Okay, we're finding the value of each variable, and it says write it in radical form if it's not an integer. Okay, so we're not going to be using the calculator and calculating the square root numbers. We're going to write it as a radical. Now, I've inserted for reference on the bottom, these are all 30, 60, 90 right triangles. So whatever we're looking for, we can use this kind of template to figure it out. So let's take a look at number 15. Number 15 here has a hypotenuse length of 40. And as you can see, that's twice the length of the short side, right? 2x compared to x, the short side. So if the long side is 40, then, I'm sorry, if the hypotenuse is 40, then the short leg is going to be 20. So x equals 20. And then, of course, we know that whatever that x length is, that short leg is, we want to have the long leg be that value times the square root of 3. So y equals 20 root 3. It's as easy as that. Okay, let's keep going with this. Let's go to number 17. Well, if we know that the hypotenuse length is 10, and we do for number 17, that's twice the length of x, the short side. So what is the short side then? Well, if the hypotenuse is 10, then the short leg is 5. And if that's the case, then the longer leg is 5 root 3. Yeah? And let's go to number 19. And we say, okay, we don't have any information on, well, we have information, but we don't know what the short leg is or the hypotenuse. But in this case, we see that the long leg is 2 root 3. So you can imagine that what times the square root of 3 would give you 2 root 3? Well, 2. So y is equal to 2. Okay? Because then 2 root 3 is what you get for the leg. But if you weren't sure what to do there, this is what you would do. You would say, okay, I know the length of the long leg. It's 2 root 3. And so I'm going to set that equal to what this template down here says that long leg should be, which is equals x times the square root of 3. Set it equal to whatever it says down there, the length that it gives you, and you'll then be able to find out what x, the short leg, is. Okay? So you do that, you say, okay, well, how do I solve for x? I've got to divide both sides by root 3, because that's what's happening to x, being multiplied by root 3. So what's the opposite of that? Divide by root 3. Do that to both sides. They're still equal. And you can see then that this cancels on there, giving you just x. And what happens on this side? Well, also that cancels out, giving you just 2. So we know that x is equal to 2, just like we had predicted up top. Because if the long leg is 2 root 3, or anything times the square root of 3, then the short leg is going to be that same amount without the root 3 attached to it. Okay. Well, and if the short leg is 2, then the hypotenuse is going to be twice that length, or 4. That's it.